Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 358. Today, will be a quick bite. As we are on the road, we will be doing a longer piece from the road tomorrow. But we just wanted to give a quick shout out to all of our friends on YouTube. If you haven't been following the last couple days, go check some of the old videos and see where we're going. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. But like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications and all that jazz for the most recent things and most recent updates as we do come to you daily and on the fly. But we also want to shout out to our Twitter family, to our Twitch community, as well as those on LinkedIn, and then to our big families over on Xenon and Unlonely, where you never have to stream alone again. Really liking what's going on with Unlonely. What's funny is normally I have a setup to where I can respond to stuff, but not able to do that, obviously, while on the road. So, we are just going to let that one be. And so, obviously, cannot respond to any chats from YouTube or Twitch. I apologize. As well as cannot respond to any chats in Xenon or Unlonely. Twitter will be difficult, but just know that it's free for anyone to come up and be part of the conversation. So there's that piece there. Really having a good time so that, getting ready for this next conference cycle. A lot of cool things are going to be happening. Get to see a lot of amazing people that have just been out there slaying it all of the time. This is one of those things that I just, amazing people are out there. And so part of community building I wanted to sort of touch on today, we, at least when it comes to my opinions and like Twitter or social media, one of the battles I have to fight with projects that seem out of touch with it is they just think that they can have this monolithic appeal coming out of nowhere, just appearing out of nowhere, and no one really knowing anything about them, just like dropping, hints and things here and there, like one post a week, if that, and that would get them somewhere. Gone are those days. And the secret about those companies that do that, they also spend $50,000 to $70,000 ad spend on getting their Twitter space, their Twitter account out there in different ways on different various platforms. And so it's really interesting to see that people think that that's just sort of the norm, that's how they can do things. Without that spend, but that's sort of something that's become acceptable, when obviously that's not the meta. The meta where, I think, the day of, 20,000 people following an account, this is the thing, if we have 20,000 people following an account, but only 1,000 buyers, what's up with the rest? Are they trying to just like listen in, learn about it, be part of, or were they after, something for nothing? So I think we'll start to see a lot of different changes in the next couple months. And so, but there's also the point of, how much information should a founder spend their time talking and explaining everything to everyone? Or should they, do what they do best, go and build? What a lot of projects will do is they hire someone to talk about what they're doing on a regular basis. And so, seeing what is coming out in the world, do you want the founder, if you just have a question about the protocol, you should be able to just accept the answer from anyone. Now, if you want to ask the founder, how's your day, dude? That is a direct question. If it's about the protocol, those that are in the know should be good enough, unless you're just trying to fish like, oh, I gotta talk to this person and that person, and so I just want you to be aware of that. Like, if you're okay with just knowing the answer, then it should be okay that it comes from anyone. Especially, when grinding happens, when builders get into that mode, they sort of disappear. Do you want them to break that flow, just like you have a flow when you're doing something? So I really want people to think about, giving people a break that are creating stuff, so it really can be monumental to just sort of get out of the way. Builders have built some of the coolest stuff that we love without any input from us, without any questions from us. And so what we can do is we can do the best that we can and get that out there for people to be able to benefit from the next thing they build. So I think it's a really interesting piece. I'm tied on it, as everyone wants to sort of know what I have going on, and outside of consulting, no one will know it was me until after it's done. For the simple fact that it's so that's that. But I do want to give a huge shout out to everyone that has been following us as we keep growing TacoBytes. Again, I might not be able to see any comments from Xenon or from Unlonely, but I do see you, and I see those clips, and so I want to thank everyone that, for the follows and for the notifications. I think Unlonely it is building something really cool for the creators, and so I'm really excited to be part of it. I can't wait till I get my taco token from Unlonely that people can just buy and then pay me to do things with. So I think that's sort of a cool thing there. I'm just this is gonna be fun. So I will see you guys all on the flip side. Like I said, I thought we were going to be driving for a minute here, but it is in stop and go traffic, as you might see from the side view. So mind and eyes on the road. And I'm literally just watching two birds. There's a car that is going so slow that the birds just sort of fly around it as it's moving forward, and they're like upset with the car that it's moving, and so they're just flying up and then landing back on it. So that's what kind of day we're in right now. But if you get a chance, go listen to Paul Barron. He put out a really good, interesting point today with the SEC and XRP case, and what is going on there with the SEC asking for expedited rulings and expedited hearings, where Judge Torres named court dates of being in Q2 of next year. The SEC is asking for them to be in 10 days. Before even, to start, even before XRP has their entire window of time to reply to the SEC's request. So it's going to be rather interesting to see. You know, to quote Paul Barron, you know, Judge Torres pulled from old case law, solidified case law in her rulings and decisions. So nothing that could be contested as being too fresh, too new. But then the SEC wants her to, they want to somehow get Judge Torres's ruling overruled because it is too new for them and would jeopardize their other cases that they are trying to press against people. And so really interesting to see this play out and how that bit goes along. Please, you know, give John Deaton a follow. He is really stood up for community and, you know, became a very good source of information and relevant information, you know. And so he is a suggestion I that you go follow on Twitter, and I hope that you really enjoy what he has to say. But with that, I do want to thank everyone for tuning in today. We're going to end this show like we end every show with our words of wisdom and the best worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. And that is, our words of wisdom are: a closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. Meaning, if no one knows you are looking for opportunity, opportunity cannot come a knocking. And if opportunity does come a knocking and no one is there to answer, then it is going to keep on walking. And with that, you know, we are going to end with the greatest knock-knock joke on the face of the planet, and that is, knock, knock. Who's there?